So hello students. So in this video we will be studying about what are the various methods to correct the disequilibrium in the balance of payment. So in the previous video we have explained the causes. Now we will study what are the various methods through which we can correct the disequilibrium in balance of payment. So there are the various methods we can correct. The first one is uh, that is rectifying the balance of trade. Rectifying means correcting the balance of trade. Okay, rectify means correcting. Here what we correct, we should correct the balance of trade. So here it has written one of the major things which can adversely affect the balance of payment is that excess of more imports over exports. Means here what says one of the major things that causes the balance of payment is that excess of import. Means what happens, we are doing more import, means we are doing more extra importing, we are importing more goods in the countries, we are exporting less exports. Okay, means here what says one of the major things that will that adversely affects in BOP means where a country access more imports, means where the country imports more goods rather than exporting. So in case if we export more, means of course the deficit will be happen. In case of deficit in balance of payment, a country must try to stimulate export or to discourage import. In that cases what happens, the country must motivate to do more exports. In that case what the government or country should do means stimulate, means motivate more export and to discourage the import. If it happens means where we can correct our BOP. Okay, rectifying in balance of trade means here what happens, countries do more imports rather than export. In that cases deficit of course happens. For that purpose a government or a country should means promote exports, means where the export should be do more, means they should discourage the import, means imports. So usually these exports can be encouraged by like bringing down level of cost in the country, means by guaranteeing various prices or by giving concession, means the government should give concession to like industries, or industries are made to the exporters, through which the government should restrict the import. Means the government should do restrict the import. How they should do restrict the import means by either adopting quotas, means that much, this much only limited of goods we should buy, means we should import, or we should adopt quota system, or by imposing duties. Imposing duties means putting high taxes, or by reducing people's disposal incomes, by reducing people's disposals income, or by higher taxations, means we should we put higher taxations, or by reduced like we should reduce the government expenditures, or by total, means totally prohibitions we should do. If you do this method means we can control our disequilibrium BOP. Hope you understood the rectifying the balance of trade. Here what happens means the government should encourage exports. How they should encourage export means by giving concessions, means by giving subsidies to the industries or the exporters, through which the government should restrict import. How they should restrict the import means by bringing various importing duties, or adopting quotas, or reducing the people's disposals, or we should reduce the government expenditures. So this was the first point. Okay, rectifying the balance of trade. Okay, next next point we will move to, that is deflation. Okay, here it says deflation is the another important weapon which is used to correct unfavorable balance of payment. Means deflation is also we can call as another important weapon through which we can correct the unfavorable balance of payment. How we can correct means uh, here the currency authority may try to lower the price. Here what happens, the currency authority should try to lower the price. How should reduce the lower price means by reducing the quantity of money in flow. Means we should reduce the quantity of money in flow. Means if the country succeeds in this bringing down the prices, means then it becomes a good market to buy from and to sell the bad market. Here should exports are encouraged and import should be fall, and thus the deficit gap is greatly reduced. Okay, deflation means what happens here, the currency authority should try to the lower the price. Okay, they should try to the lower price means by reducing the how much the quantity of money should be flow, that much only should be flow. If the government succeeds means it will become a good market, as well as the deficit gap will be reduced. So by adopting this method we can tell it will be full of dangerous. Okay, if you adopt this deflation method also means sometimes it is full of dangerous. Means if by contracting supply of money means, if you contract means reduce the supply of money means, of course the prices are lowered. Means the prices are lowered and the cost may not be brought down, as well as the labor may be opposite. Means the labor will opposite in the reduction of like wages. So this can be lead to like depression of unemployment in the country, and which may prove very dangerous. So this was a second point. Okay, next we'll move to the third point, that is uh, devaluation. Okay, devaluation is also a remedies. Means it is also control measures which is applied only in times of extreme crisis. Okay, devaluation is also method which you can control the disequilibrium DOP. Okay, this devaluation is used only at the time of extreme crisis. Means crisis means problems, means through the dangerous crisis to correct the adverse balance of payment. So here devaluation means lowering the exchange rate. Means where the country will lower their exchange rate. Okay, devaluation means lowering our exchange rate. So this method is applied only in the extreme crisis to change our disequilibrium DOP. So this method like devaluation is usually adopt to cheap our export prices. Means devaluation is usually adopted to cheap the prices of exports, and as well as to make the import prices higher. Okay, to make the import prices higher. Means this devaluation method is adopted only where the export prices will be lower, to make lower or cheaper, as well as other hand to make the import price high. So thus a devaluation rises exports as well as it lower the imports. Okay, what happens for example England. Okay, England has been devalued their currency. Means devalued their currency, that is pound. They have been devalued their currency from, like it was $4.3. Means it was a $4.3. They have means devalued their value from $2.80. That is by 30% they have devalued their currency. It was in the year 19, it was the means they have devalued their currency from $4.3 to $2.80. It was of course 30% they have devalued. It was in the year September 1949. Why they adopted means to correct the disequilibrium in the balance of payment. Same way certain countries will devalue their currency. Okay, devalued their currency. So Pakistan also have been devalued their currency for the first time in the year 1955. So the advantage with this method is that there is no need to reduce the money wages. There is no need to reduce the money wages and the object is achieved. So this though the disadvantage of this devaluation is that it shakes the people's confidence in home currency. Okay, if you devalue their currency means the major disadvantages will be that the people's confidence will be changed to their home currency. Okay, this was the devaluations. Okay, hope you understood. Devaluation means where the countries reduce their currency value because to correct the BOP. Okay, next we will move to the next method is exchange control. Okay, so here exchange control is also a very effective and useful method to correct the adverse balance of payment. Okay, here what happens, exchange control is also very effective method for correcting the balance of payment. Here what happens, under this system the government enforce a complete monopoly of buying and selling of foreign exchange in the foreign exchange market. Here what happens in exchange control means the government enforces to monopoly means of buying of the selling of foreign exchange. Here what happens, here the exporters means the here exporters are required means here the exporters are required to surrender means here exporters are required to surrender their foreign exchange. Here the exporters are required to surrender their foreign exchange at a fixed rate to whom is to the central bank or reserve bank of India. Here what happens, the government will tell to the exporters you should require means you should surrender all your foreign exchange at a fixed rate to the central bank or reserve bank of India. Next what happens, the central bank then shares out this foreign exchange among the to the licensed importers of essential commodities only. Means when imports are restricted to the available foreign exchange means the problem of adverse balance of payment is greatly solved. Okay, understood. Exchange control means the government will tell that to the exporter surrender all your foreign exchange to the central bank. Yes, central bank what happens will limits the imports. How much imports they want, that much only they will import. They will keep reserve that foreign exchange for it may be for future purpose. Here the exporters will sell their foreign exchange at a fixed rate means will sell only at the fixed rate. After that what the central bank will do, they will shares out their foreign exchange among the licensed importers. Then the central bank use that foreign exchange for only what are the essential goods that are imported, that much only they will import. Other the foreign reserves they keep for the future purpose. Okay, next is international monetary fund. So international monetary fund means if there is deficit in the balance of payment. Okay, if there is a deficit in the balance of payment can also be covered by obtaining assistance from international monetary fund. Means if there is any deficit in the BOP means this can be solved by taking help from IMF means international monetary fund. So the IMF which begins in operation in the year 1941 means they helps their member countries to maintaining equilibrium in the balance of payment. Means they will help the countries to maintain equilibrium in BOP. So the IMF has provided very helpful in promoting exchange stability as well as facilitating and the settlement of international transactions. The IMF also helps in to those members to maintaining equilibrium in the balance of payment. So this was a certain points that I have explained methods to control BOP. Apart from these 5 points, there are certain points also, like for export promotions. If you want to correct the disequilibrium BOP means we should do export promotions, means here exports should be encouraged. Okay, here exporters, what happens, they should be encouraged by providing various facilities to the manufacturers or to the industrializations, or as well as at the exporters. At that same time, imports should be discouraged by undertaking like imposing tariffs, quotas, or import duties. Okay, export promotion means, apart from the other points, that is export promotion. Here what happens in export promotion means the government should encourage to the exporters by providing various facilities, by providing concessions to the manufacturers and exporters, by providing subsidies, by providing some loans with a less interest. Apart from that, as well as where the import should be discouraged. How they should discourage, by putting some high taxes or high tariffs or import duties. Okay. Okay, next is reducing inflation. Means inflation means continuous rise in price. Means we should reduce the inflation price, means we should discourage discourage import, and we should encourage the exports. Therefore government should check inflation and oil price in the countries. So these are the some methods to control a disequilibrium balance of payment.